Hello friends, in this video we are going to further discuss the poetic devices. So, if you have not watched the part 1, please go and watch that first. The link of the very same has been provided in the description box. इस वीडियो में हम poetic devices को आगे पढ़ेंगे. अगर आपने part 1 नहीं देखा है तो पहले वो जाकर देख लीजिए. The link of the same has been provided in the description box. In our previous video, we talked about alliteration, assonance, and rhyme. Here we are going to begin with anaphora. Anaphora is the repeated use of words at the start of two or more consecutive lines. जब same words दो consecutive lines के beginning में use होते हैं तो उस poetic device को हम anaphora कहते हैं. The point to be noted is the lines have to be consecutive. दो लगातार आने वाली लाइनों में जब सेम वर्ड्स यूज होते हैं तो उस डिवाइस को हम एनाफोरा कहते हैं. जैसे फार टू नर्वस, फार टू टेंस, फार टू प्रोन टू इन्फ्लुएंस. यहाँ पे लाइन 1 में फार टू यूज हुआ है और लाइन 2 के बिगिनिंग में भी फार टू यूज हुआ है. सो द वर्ड्स फार टू हैव बीन रिपीटेड. देन वी हैव एंटीथेसिस. Antithesis is the use of opposite words in close placement. It is used to develop a contrast. जब दो opposite words एक साथ use होते हैं तो उसे हम antithesis कहते हैं. They should be close together. ऐसा ना हो कि एक first line में हो और एक 10th line में हो. नहीं, they should be very close together. For example, every night from dusk to dawn. Here the word dusk is very opposite to the word dawn. So they develop a kind of contrast throughout the poem. Then the voice of another example, the voice of thunder declares my arrival. The rainbow announces my departure. Here the word arrival is very opposite of the word departure. So it is also used to develop a contrast, and hence the device in use is antithesis. So the antithesis is used to develop a contrast, right? So now we have the simile. Simile can be said a comparison between two unlike things. It is a comparison between two unlike things. जब दो चीज़ों में, दो अनलाइक चीज़ों में जो एक दूसरे से अलग हैं उनमें कंपैरिजन इस्टेब्लिश होता है, उसे सिमिली कहते हैं. बट द कंपैरिजन इज इस्टेब्लिश्ड यूजिंग एज और लाइक. दो चीज़ों को एज और लाइक के यूज़ के थ्रू कंपेयर किया जाए तो उसे सिमिली कहते हैं. इट मस्ट इंक्लूड आइदर एज और लाइक. It offers a better understanding of the text of the poem to the reader. ये readers को poem को समझने में बहुत help करते हैं. For example, she is as beautiful as a flower. Here the girl has been compared to a flower. Her beauty has been compared to a flower. यूजिंग द वर्ड एज. यहाँ पे गर्ल के ब्यूटी को फ्लावर से कंपेयर किया गया है एज को यूज करके. सो द क्वालिटी ऑफ ब्यूटी हैज़ बीन कंपेयर्ड टू अ फ्लावर. नाउ अनदर एग्जाम्पल, हर हेयर्स आर लाइक नूडल्स. सो हियर हेयर्स हैव बीन कंपेयर्ड टू नूडल्स यूजिंग द वर्ड लाइक. Hairs and noodles are very unlike things, but they have been compared together using the word like. As a girl has been compared to flower using the word as in the very first example. So we are clear with this simile thing, right? So now moving on, we have metaphor. A metaphor is also like simile, a comparison of two unlike things but without the use of the words like or as. Simile के तरह metaphor में भी दो unlike चीज़ों को compare किया जाता है but This comparison is done without using the word as or like. For example, he was a lion in the battlefield. यहाँ पे किसी आदमी के ब्रेवरी को एक लायन से कंपेयर किया गया है. The man's bravery has been compared to lion, but यहाँ पे as or like को यूज़ नहीं किया गया है. Without the use of as or like. So it is similar to simile, but the only difference is that there is no use of as or like. Another example is, he is a shining star. Here his qualities have been compared to a star. But again, there is no use of as or like. So a man and a star, both are very unlike things, but they have been put together to develop a contrast without using as or like. Now another example is, he has a golden heart, or he has a heart of gold.